everyone, I'm out here today with the SG908 KUN, K-U-N. Is that how you pronounce it? It says K-U-N right there. You know what it reminds me of? Star Trek, you know, Captain Kirk, and you know, like Khan. Khan! I don't know if that's supposed to be Khan. King Kong? I don't know. No idea. Anyways, this is a foldable drone. It's a budget drone. It's a low-cost drone. And hey, you're probably wondering, great, he's reviewing budget drones again. Well, I always said when the snow went away and the cold went away, I'd come back to reviewing them because budget drones do not fly very well in the wintertime in Canada. So, winter's over, back to budget drones. So this one here is actually a little bit different. It's got a 3-axis gimbal and it has a Sony sensor, and the lens is supposed to be upgraded, although I can't tell. It looks like the same lens to me. It's got optical flow on the bottom, little camera down here. You can also switch to that camera if you want, but it's really low res. It takes 4K photos and 2K video, and in my tests at home, it was shooting video at 2K at 30 frames per second. Flight time with the included battery is 28 minutes, and range, if I throw this drone or if it goes flying, is supposed to be 1,200 meters. I don't know if I could throw that far, probably not. But 1,200 meters in a low-cost budget drone usually means you're not getting 1,200 meters because it depends on your phone. So I would say the range on this, without even flying it, you're probably more like 700 meters that you could count on. It has all the features a beginner would love. It's got follow me, like a tracking. It's got an orbit mode. It's got waypoints. It has gesture mode, even if you want to get into that. You can fly it indoors. You can fly it outdoors. When you fly it indoors and it doesn't get a GPS, it uses the optical flow to stabilize itself. And when it's outside, it just uses the GPS. It's got brushless motors, the whole works. And from the specs, it seems like a really good drone. You're getting the full meal, full salad, or whatever they call it in this here drone. So let's go fly it and see how it does. Here we go. All right, take out our controller next and let's power it on. You'll see some information down here. Next we take our drone, power that on. See the blue lights? 1, 2, 3, 4 lights. It should power on and we should be good to go. Let's see, let's put it down and let it set itself up. Don't mess with the gimbal on the front. What you want to check is right here on your controller. I don't know if you can see that. You can see the power for the remote and the power for the drone right over here on the right hand side. As long as you see both of those, then you're all connected. Make sure on your phone you connect your Wi-Fi to the drone. On mine it's called a XL Max 5G 8F0039. That's what it says on my phone right here. The app you're going to want to use to fly this baby is called the XIL Pro. So I'm going to open that, XIL Pro, and the screen looks like this. Let's just check. We're going to go to settings. Everything is good. These are my settings. These are default. I am not changing any of these settings. You can see them on the screen. I'm going back. I'm going to go to ready. That means get the drone ready. And the first one it says is, do you want to do a calibration? And yes, I do. So I'm going to hit the calibrate button. And it says rotate this 3 times clockwise. Once, twice, 3 times. Wait for a beep. Give me a beep. Well, it didn't give me a beep, but there's the beep. It took long enough. And then point the nose down and do it 3 times again. Just keep spinning it. If anybody's looking at you out here, they're wondering, what are you doing with that piece of plastic? All right, next thing you have to do is set all the parameters to... Man, this thing beeps a lot. Next thing you do, you have to set all the parameters to 0, and you do that by setting the gyro calibration, and that will do all of that stuff. So I'm gonna hit calibrate. So then it knows that it's on the ground and it's level, well, kind of level. There we go. I should have a picture of everything ready to fly. It says on here, how many satellites do I have? 10. You need 8 to fly, so I'm good. I have a case on my phone. I don't know if it'll fit in here. Ooh, it fits in there. Nice. Ooh, nice. I'll get in the picture. So the way I fly is I pull the 2 joysticks in and I just take it up. I don't use the automatic takeoff or anything. So here we go, and let's go up. Try not to hit me in the face. There we are. All right. All right, so let's see, is the video working right now? You should see me if the video is working. It's got a 3-axis gimbal. Sometimes the video on these things do not work and I have to record everything off my screen. So let's try the zoom on here, 50 times zoom. I'm gonna zoom into me. There's a little slider on the right of my screen. Whoa, that's too much. Here, let me get way back. Let me try it back here. Whoa, 50 times is gonna be insane. Hang on, let me go way back here. And There we are. That is crazy. Look at that. You can't even make me out. It's too zoomy. Here, let's try something behind me. Let's take it up. All right, let's zoom in over onto that stuff over there. Let's go up a bit. Let's go over, see if we can zoom into the... You can't even make anything out at 50 times zoom. I don't know why you would use that. So far it flies really well. I like the way it flies smoothly in the air. I'm bringing it down. It's nice, 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 nice. All right, let's try some other features on here really quick. Let's try the follow me. So go over here, follow, follow, and it should be going into follow. And it's going back to my Jeep. Nope, it stopped. So that means it should be working. So the follow me should be working. It seems to be right now. And you could control the height as well. Should be an okay follow me since it has a 3-axis gimbal. Let's see, let's take it up. And I'll bring the camera down. Okay, so follow me side to side. I'm going to the side. The drone will have to catch up to me, catch up. The farther you are away, the easier it is for it to follow you. And go back the other way. You hear those beeps? I can move the camera down like that. Those are increments, or you can do it smooth like this. There's a little slider on my screen and you can move it the smooth way if you want. There's also an orbit mode on my screen. Let's put it in orbit mode. We go, and we tell it to go and do an orbit thing. It's gonna spin, go on out, and it should start orbiting. Am I supposed to be in front of it? Oh good, it's spinning around. It had me confused for a sec. I thought it was gonna orbit the other way. So here, let me bring the camera down so you can see me. You'll see the orbit mode, there it is. It does that automatically. I'm not doing anything. I can control the height and the speed if I want as it's orbiting, but it's all automatic. So if you need an orbit mode, then it has one. And I think the slow orbit like it is, I'll just bring the camera up, is pretty good. Like it's on super slow right now, and that's probably the best one for this type of drone. All right, let's hop out of that. If your maps are working, it has a waypoint mode, and let's see, so I can kind of see the maps. There we are. So it seems like it's working. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just do 4 like that. And then you just have to submit, and hopefully I have it high enough. I don't know what the waypoints are. There we go. Let's see what it does. I put 4 waypoints. Holding this up. Good, it goes high enough to get over everything. So if I look at my map on my little screen, you can see the paper airplane is kind of over me, the blue dot, and it's going to go over to number 1, waypoint number 1, which is right there. So I got waypoint 1 there, and then it's going to go to, if I hold it like this, you can see my phone at the same time, go to waypoint number 2. And there we are, it's turning, and it's going to waypoint number 2 over there. So that's your waypoints. I don't use waypoints. I'm not much of a waypoint guy, so I'm gonna hop out of that. Okay, I got the sun right there, so I don't want to film into the sun, not with these type of drones. Budget drones do not do well filming into the sun, so I'm just gonna point it that way. And I'm gonna take it backwards. Ooh, Canada geese up there. There we go. So I've got to go in full speed backwards, and it looks like it's doing a zoomy out on me. You can see behind me, there's somebody getting ready for some sort of exercise thing way back there. All right, now that I have it up, I'll just take it around and take some video away from the sun. You see how it is. I'm gonna go way high. Okay, I've switched the drone to high speed. Let's see how fast it is. Here it is coming forward, full speed. Here it is. I'm gonna stand by it. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Well, that's pretty fast. That could scare somebody. That's full speed right there. All right, so I've got it right here, and home is over there by my Jeep. I'm gonna hit the return to home and see what happens. Here we go. Return to home, it's going up. Let's go see where it lands. Let's go walk over to where it took off. It's already over here, so let's see how it does. There it is, coming down, coming down. There's the landing pad, and it's right over here. Pretty close. Pretty close. And the motor shut off. All right, the next thing to show you with this drone is what comes in the box. Check this out. Super quick Captain Drone unboxing. So here's the box, and the features of this drone are all listed here on the side of the box. Take note, just in case I missed something in the review. Let's open the box and check out what we have. We have the shoulder bag, and the shoulder bag's wrapped in plastic. Remove that. Let's open the shoulder bag and see what's inside. Well, check that out. There's a drone and a controller. Let's remove the plastic, the protective plastic off the drone, and check out some of the features on the drone. So looking at the side, it's actually constructed quite well. They're getting really good at making these drones. Certainly it looks like a Mavic Pro. Here's the battery. Mine came fully charged, which was quite interesting. Optical flow sensor on the bottom. That's also a camera if you wish. Let's remove the plastic cover off the camera and check out our 3-axis gimbal. So there's one axis, here's the second axis, and here's the third axis. It is a foldable drone, so let's unfold the arms. Right here is where you put your micro SD card if you want to record video and photos. Let's pull the battery out. You can see it's a 7.6 volt, 3400 milliamp hour, 28 minutes of flight time. Let's weigh it, 528 grams. Here's the controller. It looks pretty spiffy. It does take 4 AA batteries that you must provide yourself to power it. You can pull out the antennas at the back. Well, they're not real antennas. They're kind of like antennas. It does have like these little legs to sit it down, which is nice. It will take a phone with a large case on it, no problem. Let's power it on. Here is the telemetry display. It gives you all the basic information that you need to know. The buttons are really nicely laid out. Just by looking at the icons on the buttons, you can tell exactly what they mean. And there's 4 buttons on the back, 2 for headless mode and 2 for the camera. Documentation for the drone comes in all the languages shown here, so there should be one for your country. And finally, you get a spare set of props and a USB cable just in case you need it for charging. All right, so final thoughts on this drone. Flying it around, it flies just like any other budget drone on the market. Everything what I expected the drone to do, it did. All the features work on it. The only problem I had is at home when I was flying it around my basement, the recording, the little micro SD card, I've tried several different ones. Some would work, some didn't work. I don't know why. Sometimes it recorded, sometimes it didn't record. In my little phone screen flying, I did see some jello. I don't know if that transfers over into the 3-axis gimbal. I'm assuming it does. So you might see some of that. It is windy out. I don't know if you can see the few hairs on my head moving in the wind. That does have some effect, as well as the props that cause vibrations. But all in all, it's not very expensive. It is not an expensive drone for the price I saw anyways in advance. So I'm going to put links below. It's on the Cafago website. There is a discount, I believe, and it's not very expensive. I think you'll be very surprised. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.